no PowerPoint because I think what I'm going to say doesn't need a PowerPoint, need persons who are ready to hear a story. Our story, family story during Lebanon crisis. I start by giving certain information about Lebanon and how we spent since 1960 periods. While looking closely, I noticed that we had first period 1960 to March 1975. This was a golden period for nearly all the companies in all fields. Second period of 50 years also, April 1975 until 1990. Turmoil period, and I shall elaborate on that period. This will be my testimony. Third period of 15 years, 1990 to 2005. I will describe this period as an occupation period. And 2005, again 15 years to today, a hectic period in several aspects, political and economical. To be precise and factual, this period had and has two precise achievements: safety, excellent safety, and currency stability. We have heard the governor about that. Let us come back to talk about the turmoil period, which interests us today. April 1975, security events. Truly, we had no idea about their extension nor their duration. In tiny Lebanon, management of a lot of businesses was very centralized. Our main central office was in downtown Beirut, as well as our warehouses. We spent 6 months of insecurity. Shelling, fightings prevented us, great part of the time, from reaching our offices. My brother and I had what I call a historical meeting. First, we had to decide. We stay or we pack and leave. Truly, we had the choice. We decided to stay and continue taking care of our employees, families, customers, which were mainly farmers all around Lebanon. By doing so, we were in fact applying the values of our family and our group: perseverance, generosity, respect, integrity, and excellence. We started to brainstorm about all possible implications and rules of success during the turmoil situation. First, refuse fear and face it. Have a strong faith in overcoming the problems. Second, there are problems, but there are also solutions. 3, we will not be able to avoid taking risks, physical and financial, but they should be always calculated risks. Here I should mention an interesting story. Due to the fact that Lebanese ports were not always safe, we had to organize ourselves in a flexible logistics. We opened a coordination office in Cyprus and bonded warehouses in Limassol. All our goods were delivered by our suppliers to Limassol, and they were shipped in small container ships to any one of the quite non-shed Lebanese ports. But we were faced with a very delicate and dangerous problem. To ensure no insurance company accepted to insure containers shipped on small vessels arriving to what could be a dangerous Lebanese port. We had to be creative. How much could we lose without being seriously financially harmed if a ship is shelled? At that time, it was $500,000. So we decided to have our own internal insurance, never loading a ship with goods worth more than $500,000. 4, do not allow even to be a source of destabilization, nervousness, anxiety. 5, use continuous creativity. We have decentralized all our operations. Offices, warehouses, in all agricultural main regions, plus each one of our agronomists and sales force back to their original regions so as to be close to the new decentralized setup. 6, we as owners had to circulate all over Lebanon with continuous necessary courage, giving, but at the same time, example to all our employees. 7, we took a special care to select and concentrate our activities and relations with partners, suppliers, bankers, who have believed in our capabilities, perseverance, and continuous creativity. We never hesitated to ask their help whenever needed. 8, stay in relation with our suppliers. How? We had to ensure solutions to replace the hectic Lebanese telecommunications status. While searching, we discovered that the recently established mobile phone system in Cyprus could also work in Lebanon. At that time, no satellites. We were in 76. But provided we install these mobile phones at least at 1,500 meters over the sea level, the globe being round, we were able to talk with Cyprus. With all that, it became an efficient setup. And as some of our main competitors were not as capable to find solutions to all these handicaps, we have been capable to increase sensibly our sales, our revenues, and our profits. Last but not least, and due to the obvious complications to import our agrochemicals, we thought that to study producing them locally. But as we had to import practically all the active ingredients, even the aluminum bottles, this industrial local project was not feasible. While searching to produce, we wanted to produce something with all our borders closed. The rational idea to produce flowers and foliage plants, because we had all the active ingredients available in Lebanon. This is how, under the shelling and fightings, we created Exotica with its garden centers in 1978. We did not stop there. We considered that diversification under unstable period was a wise approach. Based on the experience of our brother-in-law, Nadim Saïli, we established SODAP in 1985, which developed later into a new name, Sodamco, an industry producing building materials as we were on the eve of hopefully rebuilt Lebanon. The success of SODAP created in Lebanon during the turmoil period has been followed in 1990 by new factories of building chemicals in United Arab Emirates. In 1990, at the end of the Lebanese sad events, my brothers, our brother-in-law and I, organized a seminar which took place in Montreal, where we have drawn our strategy for the new peaceful era, which we are, thanks God, enjoying until today. Thank you.